Hi, hello friends. From now on, I will be making my videos in English. There are two main reasons for the shift. First, my previous content, which includes over 50 long-form videos and 100 shorts, has not reached the audience size I expected in my regional language. Since I analyze the global financial market, switching to English allows me to reach a wider international community. Second, I am personally looking forward to improving English communication skills. Please do not let my language be a distraction. I am confident that the quality of my content will not disappoint you. For those who are new here, I focus on analyzing the forex market using ICT and SMC concepts. In my video, I explain the logic behind every level I choose and highlight the components that drive my decisions. If you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment. I truly appreciate your support as I continue to provide valuable market insights. Without any further delay, we can go into analysis. Starting with the dollar, in weekly analysis, we can see that there's a good bullish candle. The possible liquidity are this highs and this highs. There are two major liquidity zones. I am marking these levels as first levels and second levels. These levels. These are the major liquidity levels. For taking the liquidity, we do want the internal structures to be changed. For that, I am targeting. I have to see any levels which is let downside. For that, we can drop down to lower time frame. In 4 hour time frame, I don't see any levels. The only levels I can see is more deeper levels, outer block, which is resting here. The primary levels which I can look for any bullish signs are these ones. Let's see how it's getting fair. So next I am going for EURUSD. Since this is a weekly analysis, the targets may not reach next day or 2 days after. Maybe it's going to be a long-term targets which is at the weekend like Friday like that. So Euro, we can see a strong selling. The nearest target will be this liquidity zones here. I'm rating this monthly open levels. The nearest target will be this point because this is the first bullish candle which was responsible for the previous upside moves. So first target will be this levels and second target will be this low. This two will be targeted since we are stronger in dollar index. Most probable levels for euro will be downside. So if let's see how it opens on Monday. I'm marking premium discounts. If it is starting in discounts, we will target premium levels. After that, we can go for a lower lows. I can see a fair value gap here. It's got rejected here. So most probable resistance will be this zones. If you drop down in lower time frame, you can see there is a lot of zones here. The primary zones, the major zones I am marking is this one. This is going to be a very good zone for selling. Levels is around 1.1580. 80 will be a round number. So we can able to see selling from that zones. So next we can go for GBP. GBP it's trading. It's eyeing for liquidity here. The previous month's low. In weekly time frame, there is a good bearish signs. For getting more negative, we want internal structures for going more downside. The last break of structure, I am seeing this is last break of structure which has been triggered. So most probably internal levels will be above these levels. I'm dropping down to 1 hour time frame. So okay, we can see a very good fair value gap here. So mostly after this fair value gap, there is a struggle in the market, creating a buying pressure, but cannot withstand that buying and continue downside. Since this bias will be in a negative state, I would like to target this one. Whether the zone is clearly around 1.3370. We can see the reaction. After seeing the reaction, we will go in for a trade. We will wait and watch in 1 hour time frame whether this fair value gap is sufficient enough to make a lower lows. Okay. AUDUSD. AUD is clearly showing us a negative signs. Previous month was a doji candle. This month only 7 days has gone, but until 7 days only gone, but it has created a bearish candle covering the 50% of the previous bullish candle. So most probably I will target this month open. This bullishness candles month open will be a primary target for me. Since already it is trading around previous month's low, we will be cautious in selling. So previous week was a very good red candle. So most probable minimum level I can target for next week can be this fair value gap, IFE inverse fair value gap. For that to get tagged, we do want internal structures to be taken. For that we can mark premium discounts here. So we have to see news. There is any news in Monday. Seeing the news, we have to target these levels, mark these levels as a premium discounts. But I can see a fair value gap here. Most probably, I don't think it will come there. If there is any rejection lower time frame, we have to target lower lows. The most prominent zones I will mark these two levels. This is going to be a fair. There is a fair value gap this side, inside. Another level is these levels. These two levels are going to be more prominent levels for selling in AUDUSD. In NZD, we go for NZD. NZD also most likely to be a negative. More than AUD, NZD has taken a buy side liquidity in a higher zones. See this bearish candles high has been slightly triggered, and then got a very strong bearish candle. So most probable monthly levels I can see here is this candles open. this will be last round bullish candles open, and second levels will be this triangle low. This is the second levels for targeting the sell levels in NZDUSD. Likewise in odd, we can also see a pair FEG in here. See here FEG. Or if you are seeing any buying for a small time frame or intraday purpose, you can see any 4-hour structure shift from here. If there is any 4-hour structure after reaching these levels or getting rejected from this level, we can target a minimum minimum swing levels like this. This is the highest fair value gap like that. Until then, I most likely be negative note, since you can see there is a lot of selling pressure created from the upside. So this finally this structure has been broken. The most probable levels I can able to see here is this block might turn into a breakup block. So most probably I would like to see sell levels from here, from this zone to lower lows. Since we are very strong in dollar, we can see some weakness in the all USD pairs. So I have covered this 4 USD pairs. Next we are going to EURJPY. Let's see in the monthly time frame. Only 7 days are small, but this we can see more negativeness in Euro and GBP. In EURJPY, we can see this previous month's high is taken. Daily time frame can we see any structural break? There is not a major structural break, but there is we can see a continuity in negative continuity, because in EURUSD we are negative, so we can try and target negative levels for EURJPY. Most likely levels I will be targeting will be this week's low. Last formed, no, I can't see this any bullish candle here, so we can drop down to daily time frame. Here I can see this is the last bullish candle now. Below this there will be liquidity. So most probable levels I am seeing this month open as target, previous month open. Secondary target will be I am marking this levels as secondary targets. This low. These two levels is going to be more prominent in EURJPY. More likely I will be selling. I am in a selling zone. So no prominent bullish signs. If you draw a trend line, wait, I will interesting thing. You draw a trend line here, joining this every candle's low, week's low. You can see this is a major break. Since we are following ICT, we don't see this trend lines all, but for most trend line followers, this will be a very strong zone. After retracement, if you see any selling from here, it will be very good zone for lower lows. Let's jump on to GBPJPY. GBP also trading in the premium zones, taking the previous month's high and looking for a selling territory. Let's see, the previous week high has taken. Most probable levels for GBP will be previous week's low. This is going to be first level for selling. This most probable second level will be this FAG. This is going to be equal lows. So below this there will be more sort of liquidity. So primary level for GBPUSD will be this one, and secondary this one will be more prominent buying. Let's move until then we will try to sell. Whether we see 4-hour structure. In EURJPY there was a week open was very high, but in GBPJPY the previous week's open is very near, so we can see a good levels in GBPJPY rather than EURJPY. I'm analyzing more than 10 to 15 pairs. It's not necessary that I have to trade all the pairs. Only if we get signs or signals from the levels in which where we are getting that levels, after getting reaction only we will enter in a proper trade. Not reaching the levels which I marked. After reaching the level we need a reaction, a good proper reaction. Only then we will go for any sort of sides, whether it's a buying side or selling side. So be cautious on taking trades based on this. So again we have to see a USDJPY. Now you can see USDJPY is going to be a very strong bullish zones. Eyeing this liquidity, this high is going to be a very good liquidity point. Since it's going to be it's not going to be all time high. The second zones will be these zones. Two zones are there, USDJPY. The primary zones will be these zones and secondary will be these zones. I would like to tell this is not going to be reached within a short time frame. I will be waiting for this week or next week, because already this candle has been given a strong bullish zones. The next candle will be, I will say, very sort of doji or a bullish doji, like taking this liquidity and closing below, after that taking this levels high. So in daily time frame you see the daily levels are there in a lower time frame. You can see there is a very good buying pressure here. After selling this, their buyers came into the zones. In this candle also there was a very good buying pressure, and this also there is a buying pressure. So till now there is no bullishness has been booked, bullish candle which has been booked, because there is a red candle here. This candle has to be covered for booking. Bullish people should cover their losses here from here. Okay, so most probable levels I am targeting the liquidity is this one, 160.70. The second level will be 161.95. So let's go for USOIL. I clearly mentioned in the previous video that this is going to be a very negative zone, going to be very good negative zone. Since the news also favors us, we can see what happens now. Previously, you can see this daily fair value gap has been tagged in 3rd June in 1 hour time frame. We can see after 3rd June whether there is a structure break. You can see a good structure break here. After that, there was a retracement and there was a selling here, reaching this primary liquidity. But major liquidity is resting downside. Where means major liquidity will be resting here. Right? I will rate all the levels and not the new levels. This is going to be my primary levels. Already previous weeks highs have been taken. In daily time frame, we are going for a good negativeness. So this low will be very weak since the FVG has been diagrammed going low. This low is going to be very weak, and I will be targeting this levels 183.4 levels. An easy target. In USOIL, if we see any sort of bullishness in lower time frame, like 1 hour or 15 minutes, any structure has been nearing. Like this is going to be a structure high now. If there is a rejection from that structure high, we will see lower lows in USOIL. I don't see any bullish signs. If there is any week like this, and by week like this zone, so you see this zone is not properly blocked zones. Like that, if there is any zones coming here, I will be very happy to sell from there. Right now, I will be cautious in USOIL because there will be, due to the news, there will be very big spikes in USOIL. So after the spikes, I will be trading the USOIL or GBPY. You can see monthly time frame it is showing clear negative signs. See, it is come near previous month's open, and most probable levels are going to be previous month's low. This is going to be a major liquidity points for upcoming days. So it was a clear negative signs in AUDUSD. Related the levels, all levels. So most prominent levels I have marked this low as prominent levels. Month open also being intact. If you see in weekly time frame, you can see this is a strong bullish candle which has been tagged here 27th April, but not created a strong up close candle after tagging. So this low is going to be a weaker zones which has tagged this OB candle. So next week I am anticipating this candle to close below this level, this $111. Let's talk about low time frame. In daily time frame, it's a very good red candle. I don't see there will be any retracement, proper retracement in AUDJPY. If there is a retracement, it will be good for us to take a trade. Good trade for the good risk to reward ratios. So here there is a good selling pressure. I will draw premium discounts here where it is started their selling. Most probably levels going to be these levels. Here will be a very good liquidity. It will be good if it is going to this level and get a sell levels. Let's see a reactions over here and wait for a sell levels. Mostly if we get a sell level from here, it will be very good. More than 2000 pips I get in. So let's hope how it is doing. NZDJPY, let's go to NZD. NZD it's showing clear negative signs. Within 7 days of time, it has reached the previous one's open, near the previous one's open. Weekly, we can see bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing pattern. See, this candle has been fully engulfed. So these levels are going to be very, very, very weak zones. So most prominent levels, I'm going to mark this one as a primary liquidity. Secondly, I'm going to mark this level. These two levels are going to be my targets for the next upcoming weeks. Okay. In addition, I'm looking to see another pair, that is USDJPY. In monthly time frame, you can see there is it is most probably the very discounted zones. Taking this previous bullish candle, you can see this bullish candle's low has been taken before 3 months. This zones. After that, it has created bullish signs and then a bearish signs. After that, this bearish signs can't be continued, tweaking downside and traveling again upside. So there is no negative signs in USDJPY. This is going to be a opening price. This is the primary target. Secondary target, I'm going to target these zones. Let's see in weekly time frame. So see, there is a very good green candle in daily time frame. Wow, it's a very good design zones. So lastly, this zones has been taken. This zones has been taken. In lower time frame, we can see. Can we see either internal structures? Yes. I'm marking these zones as internal structure. This is going to be IRL. Let's see whether it's getting triggered. If it's getting triggered, I will be very bullish. I will be in very good signs of bullishness because from here we can see very good levels. Even we target selling highs, it will be very good. 600 pips will be there. And first levels will be 0.8 and second level will be 0.805. These are the very good levels for USDJPY. So let's go on for gold. What is doing gold? Gold we were seeing selling later on Friday. It was good selling. Now I don't see any prominent levels in gold for buying. If I mark this fix 50%, it has been reached or not reached yet. So it's not going to be a sure short levels, but for a profit booking for sellers, I'm marking these levels as these levels. Mostly this lows will be a very good liquidity. $4,100, below $4,100 there will be a good buying. Until then I will try to scan with the selling. No proper bullishness in gold. Structure also will be negative. Mostly if I come to this levels, come to this levels, fair value there. It will be very good selling for me from here to So let's see how it's opening on Monday. After that we can plan for a negative signs. Till now I don't see any bullishness. If Monday we can be able to mark the premium discounts on this level zones. And there are spot of levels. Wait, I will read this zones after marking this. So this zones, I mark this premium discounts. After if we reach any premium zones here or here, we can able to see as a levels in gold. See BTC I have marked the nearest target, but it is not reached till now. Hoping this weekend, Sunday I will be able to reach this levels. Right now I'm not analyzing this BTC because still now it's not closed. Another 21 minutes is there for its candle to close. So I will do analysis in BTC tomorrow, Monday. So I think I have covered all the things. The video has been long because I have analyzed more pairs today. Hope you all found this video useful. Please do support me for more educational content. This video is purely meant for education purpose. No recommendation is given. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you.